this during the week, and you're going to give up your way of writing to write Teacher Ann's way. So this is what you do. First step, every time you write something, you're going to sear this into your brain so that you remember it forever. The first thing you do when you're writing a paragraph is you indent. So we're never going to forget that. As soon as we start, we don't start here at the red line, we start right here. And then I'm just going to make up something to write about. And then you're going to use this and you're going to write about your own stuff this week, but I'm just going to show you what we do. So the first sentence is always a sentence to introduce your topic. So you're not going to write this down when you're watching this video. You're going to think of something to write about, and then you're going to write on your paper, what is a good sentence to introduce my topic? So for example, if you want to talk about your tooth, you're going to pause this video and you're not going to write a sentence to introduce my topic. You're going to say, I lost my canine tooth yesterday. Okay, so the first sentence always introduces your topic. The second sentence always supports by giving a detail, or you can give an example, or you could give a fact, or we have so many options. You can give an opinion. Now, a paragraph is at least 5 sentences, but I prefer like 8. So every time you write this week, you're going to write 5 to 8 sentences after the topic sentence. So it's going to be the topic sentence, and then you're going to find 5 details, examples, facts, or opinions to support that you lost your tooth. Does that make sense to you? So for example, if you're writing about your tooth, you're going to indent in and you're going to say, I lost my tooth yesterday. One idea, one sentence, which means we start every sentence with a capital. We say our one idea. We don't go on and on. So we don't say, I lost my tooth yesterday and I can't even believe it because I've been hating this tooth for the longest time and it's my canine tooth and I just said, forget it. We're not going to say all of that. We're going to say, I lost my tooth yesterday. Then you're going to use a period and then you're going to use a capital and then you're going to say, it, or something like this, was my back canine tooth. Period. One idea, one sentence. Then I'm going to capitalize my next sentence. Last night, I was so mad at my tooth. Period. I just yanked it out. Period. I was so happy to be rid of that tooth. Period. Capital. Now I am so happy that it is gone. Period. Now we start with the capital. So instead of raising your hand, honey, watch the whole thing. Because what happens is when you raise your hand, you stop listening to what I'm saying and you keep thinking about what you're saying. So we're just going to follow everything through. And this is the cool part, is that you and me are just working together. So you don't have to raise your hand. As soon as I'm done, the whole time you can ask me anything you want. Okay, my final sentence is going to be a concluding sentence. So we started with the introduction sentence. I gave all of my support and details and examples and facts and opinion. Now I'm ready to conclude it. So remember we talked about this up here. So you have a sentence to introduce, then you have 5 to 6 sentences that supports by detail, example, facts, or opinion. And then you have a concluding sentence or a wrap-up sentence. So I'm going to pick this as a wrap-up sentence. I'm excited that I lost that tooth, and I can't wait for my brand new tooth. Okay, what was your question, darling?
Well, wait, can I write it like how it happened? Because I didn't just yank out my tooth.
Yeah.
It's like,
You can do whatever you want, honey. I was just giving an example. So what I want you to do this week is every day I want you to write a paragraph, and it's going to consist of an introductory sentence, 5 to 6 supporting details, and then a concluding and wrap-up sentence. And you're going to use a capital and you're going to use a period for every sentence. And we're not going to combine a whole bunch of ideas. We're just going to say one thing at a time, period, capital. One thing, period, capital.
got it.
Okay, so we have a sentence. Let's think of some topics. So you want to write about your tooth. What's another topic? So say you write about that on day 1. We need day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5. So what would you like to write about? Your tooth. What else? Have you what, honey?
Castellea.
Okay. I don't think I'm spelling this right. Castellea. Okay.
You can just write Casti.
And then what is the third topic?
My third topic,
How about if you write about one of your hobbies?
I don't have that many hobbies.
But it's okay. You just need one. So you like to play. You like to do art. Okay. Day 4. What is another one? How about if you write one about your family? Just write a paragraph about anything you want to tell me about who's in your family. Maybe give me some details about them. And then day 5, what sounds like a good... Are you reading any good books? Maybe you could write a paragraph about a book summary. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Book. I can write about this book I'm reading at Casti. Its name is Twins. It's a really good book.
Perfect.
I have a question for that book. Like, can you search it up because it doesn't say anything about what grade it's for? But I think